Hey guys, what is up? It is Smasher Gaming here. Welcome back to yet another Brawl Stars video. In this video, we are finally going to be updating the tier list that I previously did in June. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, then hit the like button down below. And if you're add-on new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Now, if you haven't seen the tier list video that I made in June, I will leave a link down below in the description, so then you guys can go watch it. But basically, I'm going to be discussing the tier list on every single mode in the game. So that's going to be Gem Grab, both Solo and Duo Showdown, Heist, Bounty, Brawl Ball, Siege, and now Hot Zone. And then after I discuss all those tier lists, I'm going to be going over the overall tier list, so then you guys can get a clear understanding of who the best brawlers in the game are. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tier lists. Alright guys, so this is the Gem Grab tier list. Now, like I said before in the tier list that I did in June, how I did this is that I went onto Brawl Stats and I looked at all of the win rates above 600 trophies, and this is what I got. So as you guys can see, the best brawler in Gem Grab is still Mr. P. He is still the reigning king inside of Gem Grab. With his health buff and his reworked second star power, he has just become a menace. Now, the runner-up is Surge, guys. Surge is really overpowered in the game right now. He is considered to be one of the best brawlers in the game for multiple reasons. He has really good damage, and his super, once he gets to level 4, he is just completely insane. Then runner-ups being Carl, Tara, and Sandy. So basically, everyone in S tier is still in the S tier except for Nanny and Jackie. They have been bumped down into the A tier. So in the A tier, we have Rosa, Pam, Penny, Nita, Gale, Jackie, Nanny, Poco, Jessie, and Jean, guys. All of those 10 brawlers are really good in Gem Grab. Especially Jean, Poco, Gale, and Penny, guys. Play them in mid and you'll be really good to go. Then in the B tier, you have Bo, Frank, Ems, Max, Barley, Spike, Leon, Piper, and Daryl, guys. Those 9 brawlers can be good on some Gem Grab maps, but bad on other Gem Grab maps as well. Then in the C tier, you have Rico, Bull, 8-Bit, Mortis, Crow, Sprout, Bee, BB, and Brock. Then in the F tier, the 5 worst brawlers are basically the same from the last tier list. You have Tick, Primo, Colt, Mike, and Shelly. So let's go ahead and move on to the next tier list. Alright guys, so next is the Solo Showdown tier list, and as you can tell, 8-Bit is still the best brawler in Solo Showdown. Like I said previously in the other tier list, 8-Bit is just so good because of his long range and his extra life star power, and also with his gadgets, which makes it to where he can get out of really bad situations. Then runner up is Pam. Before, she was really good, and she still is really good. And obviously Carl, Surge, and B are also really good inside of Solo Showdown. Then in the A tier, you have Jackie, Jean, BB, Daryl, Max, Nanny, Gale, Primo, Bo, and Bull. Now, Primo and Jackie have been bumped down into the A tier. They are just not as good as they were before. Obviously with Jackie, because of her gadget and her health nerfs. What the heck did I just say? I'm sorry about that, guys. With her health nerfs and also all of that, she's just not the brawler she was before. Then in the B tier, you have Rosa, Barley, Sprout, Tara, Rico, Crow, Leon, Frank, and Shelly. These people are really good inside of Showdown, especially Rosa, guys. She's just insanely good. Then in the C tier, you have Spike, Brock, Poco, Mr. P, Ems, Sandy, Nita, Mortis, and Piper. They can be average inside a solo showdown on some maps if they are like wide open and everything. Then you are good to go. Then in the worst of the worst in the F tier, it's basically pretty much the same people with Mike, Colt, Tick, Penny, and Jesse, guys. So let's go ahead and move on to the duo showdown tier list. Alright guys, so here is the duo showdown tier list, and as you can see, Surge has dethroned Sprout to be the best brawler in duo showdown, guys. Like I said before, Surge is freaking insane, and the runner-up is Sprout, guys. Sprout is just really broken as well in duo showdown. Then runner-ups being Mr. P, Carl, and Jackie. Now, Gene has went down from the S tier into the A tier. He is still a top 8 brawler inside of duo showdown. Then after that, you have Nanny, Max, Tick, Tara, Barley, Brock, Bo, Pam, and Piper, guys. Those brawlers are also really good inside of duo showdown, supporting their teammates and getting really good kills on the battlefield. Then in the B tier, you have Sandy, Penny, Poco, Ems, 8-Bit, B, Gale, Crow, and Daryl. So they are really good on some maps, but on other maps they can struggle sometimes. Then in the C tier, you have Spike, Leon, Rico, Rosa, Bull, BB, Mike, Colt, and Jesse. Then in the F tier, it's pretty much almost the exact same thing. You have Nita, Mortis, Shelly, Frank, and Primo. So let's go ahead and get on to the next tier list. Alright guys, so this is the Heist tier list, and as you can see, Carl has dethroned Bull to become the best brawler in Heist, guys. He is ridiculous with his power throw star power, allowing his pickaxe to travel faster, come back to him faster. With his super combined with his gadget is just incredibly good. Then runner-ups being Max, the previous King, Bull, then BB, then Spike. Now, the only brawler that went down from the S tier into the A tier is Colt, guys. Colt is still a top 8 brawler inside of Heist. With his long range and his gadget is really good. Then we got Gale, Nita, Barley, Daryl, Rico, Mr. P, Brock, Surge, and Mike, guys. So all 9 of those other brawlers are really good inside of Heist, especially Gale with his gadget, and he just does insane damage now. Then in the B tier, you have Ems, Tara, 8-Bit, Rosa, Jesse, Primo, Sprout, Penny, and Nanny, guys. Now, Nanny got a big jump. Nanny was previously in the F tier, and now she's been bumped up into the B tier, guys. She is really good now with her additional health, and her added range with her main attack is just incredibly good now for her. Then in the C tier, you have Jackie, Frank, Pam, B, Crow, Sandy, Leon, Bo, and Tick, guys. So those brawlers are just average in the mode. And then obviously the worst brawlers are Shelly, Piper, Poco, Mortis, and Gene. So let's go ahead and move on to the next tier list. Alright guys, so this is the bounty tier list, and as you can see, Mr. P has dethroned Nanny to be the best brawler in bounty. Same reasons why he's the best brawler in gem grab, with his added health and his reworked second star power just being completely broken. Then runner-ups being Surge, Brock, I didn't mean to say Brock, I meant to say Sprout, the previous Queen, Nanny, and Tick. So the only person that went down from the S tier, or 2 people actually, were, actually it was only Tara. So yeah, all those, Tara went down from the S tier into the A tier, but don't get me wrong, Tara is still really good because of her added health and her added damage. She's just pretty good. Then, also we have Carl, Jackie, Bo, Brock, Gene, Piper, Penny, Poco, and Sandy. All 9 of those other brawlers are really good. I still consider Piper to be in the top 10, but she's in the top 15 best brawlers in bounty. Then in the B tier, you have Rosa, Mortis, Mike, Pam, Gale, Leon, Barley, Rico, and Ems. So those brawlers are really good in there as well. Then in the C tier, you have Nita, Jesse, Crow, Daryl, 8-Bit, Shelly, Bull, Frank, and Spike. And then it pretty much is the same exact thing in the S tier. Or not in the S tier, sorry. Sorry guys if I mess up. But same thing in the F tier as in the last tier list video. 5 worst brawlers being Max, Colt, B, BB, and Primo. So let's go ahead and move on to the next tier list. Alright guys, so this is the Brawl Ball tier list, and as you can see, Surge has dethroned Jackie to be the best brawler, sorry, in Brawl Ball, guys. Like I've said multiple times, he is insanely broken. Then runner-ups being Mr. P, Carl, Sandy, and Jackie. Now the people that have moved down into the A tier is Nita, guys. Nita has went from the S tier down into the A tier. Same with Pam, guys. Don't get me wrong, they are still really good inside of Brawl Ball, but they just aren't better since Surge is just completely dominant. Then in the A tier, like I said, you have Tara, Nita, Rosa, Frank, Pam, Max, Gale, Poco, Ems, Jesse. So it's kind of the same thing. All these brawlers are still really good inside of Brawl Ball. Then in the B tier, you have B, Barley, Daryl, Primo, Spike, Bull, Penny, Rico, and BB. Those guys can be good on some maps, but on other maps, like I've said before, they can struggle on. Then in the C tier, you have Nanny, 8-Bit, Tick, Jean, Bo, Shelly, Colt, Leon, and Crow, guys. And then in the F tier, it's basically been the exact same. You have Sprout, actually, who went from the B tier last time down into the F tier. Then you have Brock, Piper, Mike, and Mortis. Now, let's go and move on to the next tier list. Alright guys, so next is the Siege tier list, and as you can see, Surge has dethroned Frank to be the best brawler in Siege. There's no question, I'm just not going to explain why, you guys already know. Then runner-ups being Gale, Pam, Mr. P, and Carl. Now, the brawlers that have moved down into the A tier are Jackie and Barley, guys. Now, don't get me wrong, and also Frank, didn't forget to mention. Don't get me wrong, these people are still really good inside of Siege, but they're just not as dominant, like I said, since Surge is completely broken right now. Then in the A tier, you have Sandy, Max, Frank, Barley, M, Sprout, Jackie, Mike, BB, and Tick. Those guys are just really good on all of the Siege maps, maybe except for like one map they're not good on, but yeah. Then in the B tier, you have Jean, Daryl, Penny, Bull, Brock, Rosa, Poco, Spike, and Primo. So they are good on some maps, but like I said, on some maps they can struggle as well. Then in the C tier, you have Piper, Jesse, I messed up. Oops, sorry guys. Colt, Leon, Bo, Crow, Mortis, Nita, and B. Then in the worst brawlers, you have Rico, Tara, 8-Bit, Nanny, and Shelly. So now we're gonna move on to the Hot Zone tier list, and then we're gonna be going over the overall tier list. Alright guys, so this is the first ever Hot Zone tier list, and as you can see, Frank is actually considered to be the best brawler in Hot Zone, guys. He just has so much health combined with the sponge tar power, and if you combine it with the two other brawlers in S tier being Rosa and Poco, guys, you could just become unstoppable. Other brawlers in S tier besides them are Gale and Barley. Then in the A tier, you have Jackie, Mr. P, Sandy, Bull, Pam, Nita, Surge, Carl, Primo, and Tar, guys. So those 10 brawlers are really, really good on the hot zone maps. Then, in the B tier, you have Penny, BB, Ems, Jessie, Tick, Spike, B, Shelly. Guys, I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought sometimes. Just apologize for me in the video. I'm sorry, guys. And then 8-Bit. So, those brawlers are good on some maps, but you guys know the rules. You guys know the deal. Then in the C tier, you have Nanny, Daryl, Mike, Rico, Leon, Max, Bo, Mortis, and Crow. And then the worst brawlers in Hot Zone are Sprout, Jean, Brock, Piper, and Colt. So guys, let's go ahead and look at the new and improved overall tier list. Alright guys, so this is the overall tier list version 2, and as you can see, Surge has dethroned Jackie to be the best brawler in the game. Now, like I said before, how I did this is that for every S tier you get 5 points, every A tier you get 4 points, for B tier you get 3 points, C tier you get 2 points, and for F tier you get 1 point. But guys, Surge had 38 points. Almost a perfect score. Also, Carl also had 38 points, but I decided to put Surge above Carl because he's just better in some of the modes that Carl isn't. Then, runner-ups being Mr. P, the dethroned Queen Jackie, and then Gale. Now, Gale and Pam, I believe we're tied with 31 points, but Gale is just better overall in the game. Then, in the A tier, we have Pam, Barley, Tara, Sandy, Rosa, Max, Nanny, Poco, BB, and Ems, guys. So Ems has a massive nerf. She is going down from the S tier almost into the B tier, guys. Her nerfs have hit her heavily, guys. She is just, in my opinion, a average brawler now. She's good in most of the modes, but she's just not great. Then in the B tier, you have Bull, Penny, Frank, Daryl, Sprout, Jean, Spike, Nita, and Bo, guys. So Sprout has moved down from the A tier into the B tier. Sprout is just not good right now, guys. With his nerfs to his overgrowth star power and to like his gadget and whatever previously, he's just not that good. Then in C tier, you have guys, like I said, I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought, so just bear with me, please. In the C tier, you have Tick, Brock, B, Jessie, 8-Bit, Rico, Primo, Leon, and Piper, guys. So Leon has moved up from the F tier into the C tier, guys. So because of his buffed gadget and his buff to his damage, he is actually not as bad as he was before. Then in the F tier, being the top 5 worst brawlers in the game, is Crow at number 5, Mike at number 4, Colt at number 3, Mortis at number 2, and Shelly as the worst brawler in the game. So guys, that is going to be it for the updated tier list. I'm sorry that I messed up a couple times, you know. It's just very hard to like commentate these types of videos. So if you guys enjoyed it, then hit the like button down below. And if you're out or new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Now, the next tier list is probably going to be in September, so be on the lookout for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!